Greetings, everybody. It's Amy from Amy Bachman Sew and Quilt and amysews.com with another Make It Monday. Today, we are doing easy, no ruler, barely any measuring, two-stepped mitered corners. We're going to make beautiful mitered corners. So whether you want to make a frame for a placemat, you probably even bind a quilt this way, but it's a couple easy steps. So let me show you what we're doing. So I just have a square. You're going to start out with a square. It doesn't matter what size it is. It could be a square. It could be a rectangle. You just need good 45-degree corners, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to decide how deep we want that miter to be or the frame to be. So I did not pre-iron any of my fabric. I did not turn it and press it. We're not going to do that till we're done. So this is a kind of a strange little mat. So I know if I turn it up, 2 little blocks, that's about 1 inch. So I'm going to turn up my first corner, 2 little blocks, fold it in again. So it's the same size. Now you can use a ruler for this if you'd like, but you want to make sure that that is nice and square. Okay, so that it is folded up both sides, equal distance. I'm going to take my chalk marker and I'm going to mark a line here. And I'm going to mark this intersection right here and right here. There you go. That helps. Get rid of the thread. So I marked it here and I marked it here. Now I'm going to open it up and see I have these 2 lines. I'm going to put these 2 lines together just like that. So it comes to this little point. You can see I have a line here and a line here. And again, you want this to be square. Everything about this is making sure everything is lined up and everything is perfectly square. So line and line. Now, here is where the magic kind of happens. I'm going to fold my point. I'm going to bring it to the fold. And it now has created this angle right here. I'm just going to press it with my finger. And I'm going to mark it. You're going to take your time and be a little more accurate. So I brought my point up to my fold to the 45 degrees right here. I'm going to press this bottom angle. And I'm going to mark it. Now you would not be that crazy marking it so you could see it. We're going to go to the sewing machine. And we are going to stitch it. And again, the key to this is square, 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 even, even, even. So now that I've stitched it, you're going to cut the seam allowance away, about 1/4 inch. Now, when you go to turn it, I'm going to back the camera, sorry. When you go to turn it, just take your finger or fingernail and just kind of open this seam up a little bit. You know, just kind of press it open with your fingers. Put my finger in there. I'm going to turn it. And look at that. That is absolutely perfect. 45-degree, perfectly turned corners. Now, the sample that I did, right? I went ahead and clean finished all of my edges. So I just used my serger and I clean finished. Now you can hem that edge, you can bind it, you can do whatever you want with that edge. So now that I have this done, and this would be great with decorative thread in your upper looper. But see, what I did is I created a frame and I just took a little piece of this Celtic fabric since we're heading into St. Patrick's Day. And you can tuck it underneath here and have totally interchangeable placemats. This piece could be quilted. This piece could be quilted. Doesn't have to be flat fabric. What I would probably do is interface this really well with like my favorite thing is that OESD fusible cotton. I would give this some body, and then I would make my fancy here, whether it's quilted, embroidered, whatever you like. And then you can switch it out for Valentine's Day. You can make super easy placemats, table mats, whatever you want to call them, and do it. So it's super, super simple. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Hi, Virginia. Hi, everybody. So I'm going to do one more. I'm going to mark it so you can see how I did it. All right, you're going to work with perfect 45-degree angles, right? Perfect 45-degree angles. It can be whatever size you want it to be, irrelevant, but they have to be the same. So if I turn this up an inch, I need to turn this in an inch. Okay? I'm going to mark here, and I'm going to mark here. Now, I'm exaggerating the markings. You don't have to mark it that much. So now when I open it up, I have these two lines. I'm going to, oh, thank you. There we go. Oh, look at that. Sorry. I'll do it again. You're going to turn it up, and turn it in. Okay? And then you're going to mark it. Mark here and across the top. And you have these two marks. You're going to go and match these two markings up. So they're perfectly matched. So now again, we have a nice angle to do that. So here are my marks, just so you can see. I'll mark it over here. So those are my marks matching up. I'm going to take this tail and I'm going to mark it for the fold. Let's do it this way. So I'm going to go take my corner that's perfectly cornered. I'm going to fold it up to the corner. The two fold edges together. Here's my corner. I'm going to press. I'm going to mark this. And that is what I'm going to stitch. After you stitch that, you're going to trim off your seam allowance. And then when you turn it, you get these nice, perfect mitered corners to make a frame. So you would clean finish this with your serger or hem it, bind it, however you want to do it. And now you have this done. When all my corners are done, then I take it to the iron and I press my frame. If you try to press it and you're off, you're going to get a little bit of wonkiness in there. So once you make your frame, right, so you can see I clean finished mine with the serger. Then I took, it's open, right? And I took a piece of fabric and tucked it underneath. And you can make interchangeable placemats, table mats, snack mats, whatever you want to make. You now have that. So I can go from Valentine's Day to St. Patrick's Day to Easter and have one frame. So pick a nice frame. I would interface this a little bit so it's a little firm. And then you could do whatever you want in here. You can embroider it, sew it, quilt it, whatever makes you happy. So that is all it is to making a quick mitered corner without any rulers. So you're just going to have the most important thing, 45 degrees, perfect corners when you start. Fold them the same width up, same hem in, same hem up, mark it, stitch it, done. Done, done, done. Margaret has a question. Can you hem them before you miter the corners? Absolutely, Margaret. You're going to want to finish them however you want to finish them. If you're turning up a narrow hem, that's great. If you're binding it, that's fine. Doing a decorative serger thread, just put some decorative thread in your upper looper of your serger and you'll be good. I know, Bonnie, you would think as long as I've been doing this, it would be, would be smoother. Oh, let's see. Anything else going on? Barb says she has so many tools and she's not 100% happy when she's done. It's because, not because, but anything is fallible, right? Including this technique is fallible as well. But, you have to be perfect 45 degrees. Take your little square up corner, put it on every corner, your square up ruler, every corner to make sure you're perfectly square, and you should be fine. All right, everybody, that's your Make It Monday. And for those of you who visit the retail store, we're going to be closed on Mondays now to give me a little bit of personal time with my mom, just get caught up on family things, employee training. So we're going to hope that that's all good. Okay, have a terrific day, everybody, because the more you sew, the more you know, or the more you know, the more you sew. I guess it works both ways. Have a terrific day.